Hello everyone, welcome. I have been requested to make this an hour-long episode. So, if you hate that fact, then you can thank Solar for it. um, anyway, yeah, so there's not too much. Well, I don't know. I get that I am a broken record at this point. Um, we have crafting on the horizon. I mean, I don't want to say crafting on the horizon. We have crafting testing on the horizon, and we have oh wow. You know, I genuinely don't mean to do this whenever I do it, but it would appear that if you log out when you're dead, you'll usually, not all the time, but you'll usually spawn with all your loot still. Believe it or not, I did not die inside a Stanton Gateway. So, yeah. Whatever. When I was going through an Onyx facility and I got flanked, I didn't see anybody. They're like, it was my bad. I went through a room the wrong way. That's really all it is. I have to claim this, and this is gonna be sad. I spent time decorating it, I guess. You have the Titan here, okay. Yeah, so also the chair that I fixed, I've done some stuff with it. I've added a headrest to it, and well, I had a headrest that was like basically an extension, and then I screwed a 4x4 in, so it's like an actual headrest, because it's like I'd had to angle my head way too far back for it to actually be useful. Oh, do I have a multi-tool? Or do I have a tractor beam? I don't think I do. That is no good. Alright. I guess I'm gonna do asteroid bases, because that's the only fun I have in this game anymore. Unfortunately, no hyperbole. But we gotta get a tractor beam. Anyway. Oh, also, the chair, there's just a lot of leverage now on the back of the seat. It's kind of hilarious looking. I need to reinforce it. I need to do a few things, but before I started recording, I heard just like a creaking that it's very ominous, and yeah. I have had a moment where, like, literally I try to sit back on my chair and the back just falls out from under me, and it was not too bad. I didn't like injure myself, so it was just funny more than anything. But anyway, that's completely off topic and not at all me just panning to try and extend the length of this video, because, well, we do have a lot to talk about. So there's crafting. I'm recording this on Saturday. Crafting is going into a Evocati test build on Monday, allegedly. There is the event on the horizon, the Alliance Aid, which is a lovely name. Sorry. And then we also, like, I just have to be honest with the loot. Like, I think I probably was, I think I probably was honest last week, but I like literally the last time I played was Wednesday. I was streaming and I died in Onyx and I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. I'm not playing this right now. This is dumb. I'm not going to enjoy this. I'm just gonna hate this. And I don't really, if I'm gonna psychoanalyze myself, it genuinely was not a rage quit. I'm not having fun with this. This, like, is not an experience I want right now. I'm going to play another game. So, like, my situation is that, oh, like, 4 or 5, they added new weapon attachments. I want to get those weapon attachments. Problem being that, problem being that the weapon attachments, like, almost don't exist. I've been to Onyx, I've been to Hathor, I've been around bunkers, these asteroid bases. I guess I haven't been everywhere. I haven't been to Stormbreaker. Fucking okay. Smartass. Sure. But, like, man, with the difficulty of getting these fucking weapon attachments, I swear to Christ, it feels like CIG wants me to spend a year trying to get, like, a fucking MRE. That's, like, the difficulty that it's feeling like. It's way too much. It's absolutely absurd. Like, these aren't make or break weapon attachments. These aren't, like, supposed to be super special rare, as far as I know, right? Like, I've found way more scorched attachments, than these things. It's just, like, it's just fucking ridiculous. Because, like, do you want me to test them? Do you want me to fucking, like... Do you want me to test them? Or do you want me to waste my fucking life? Like... And the answer is waste my fucking life. Obviously. It's like, I don't know what else to say besides that it's fucking stupid. I don't know if it's the economy team's thought. I assume it is. And, like, everything the economy team has done, I don't think there's a single thing that I haven't been like, what the fuck to. I gotta be honest. That's not true. It's at least a single thing that I'm okay with. And, like, the way that they've described things is also, like, yeah. And, like, bunkers. Bunkers? Why can't I get these attachments at bunkers? They should spawn in the small ammo boxes, the small green boxes. That's where they should spawn in. That makes sense. Ammo and attachments, and maybe handguns. That's okay, that's cool. I get that, that's fine. And like, I do think that, I believe that they don't have this, but have it, like, splitting up the loot, so instead of, there's a 25% chance of finding any one of these 4 things, and I don't want to say a 25% chance, but bear with me, that, like, across every Stanton planet, there's a 25% chance that you can find any one of 4 attachments. I think that's what they do now. Universally. Not universally. But, instead of doing that, hey, this suppressor you can find at RCorp, and it's 100% chance it's always gonna, instead of 25% chance, it's gonna be 100% chance, and then 25% chance at Hurston for this muzzle brake, and so on and so forth. Again, not actually 100%, but, like, I guess 2.5% chance in the old model and 10% chance in the new model kind of thing, right? And of course they do things where, like, yeah, I mean, I can only find certain attachments in these places, but also, like, the asteroid bases, like, don't have the same item boxes, which brings a lot of things into question as to, like, were these even updated? Did they just forget these existed? Which probably they did. It's annoying. It's a pain in the ass. And it's just not fun. And thing is, right, that, like, okay, this attachment could be objectively better, sure. But there's going to be multiple tiers. The end game, oh, this is a better item, comes from crafting. And it's like, who cares if it's a tier 1 item? I mean, sure, there should be some things that are rare and you have to go and find, and you can't just buy. But, like, these weapon attachments? That's what it is? Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Sorry, that was supposed to be a segue into crafting. I'm just, like, dead at the thought, because it is genuinely, like, I don't know if I can better explain that, yeah, it feels like Star Citizen wants to waste your time. And, maybe that's a better segue into the Alliance 8 stuff. I haven't checked it out. Yeah, we can talk about that, I guess. I haven't checked it out, but it sounds like, there's a progress bar, there's reward tiers, it's, resource drive, but, you know, reskinned, which is fine. I don't mind that necessarily. But it's, I think, like, you might get, like, 30 points per mission, and it's, like, 3,000 points, or I think 1,000 points for each branch. And then three branches for, like, you know, a total of 3,000. I'm not 100% sure what the points you get is, but, I mean, maybe it's 90 or something, which I guess changes things a little bit. No. I think it was, like, 10,000 was the cap. I don't know. The numbers are subject to change, but, and obviously it should be a little bit of a grind. Oh, by the way, my FPS is dog shit when I'm looking at planets, and then I don't look at a planet. And, look, I'm not running on Vulkan. When I was running on Vulkan, stuff was, absolute dog shit. FPS, give it a second to recalculate here. Nine, under 10 is the way I would describe that. Mercenary or the thing. Ooh, I can actually use the scroll wheel. I guess completely divorced from that, from FPS issues. And then 70. And, like, and again, 70. Going from 10 to 70, looking at a planet, not looking at a planet. And when I'm planet side, it seems like that is just what I'm getting. Graphics, fucking, like, here's the graphics I got. Should I set everything to low? I don't know. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Overall quality preset, low. Alright. Oh, it's 12 now! Man, that's such a meaningful difference. Oh, and 73! Ah, oh, how fucking lovely. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's fucking bullshit. Ground textures, low. And I can't remember. Was it r/ session info? Oh, also, I guess no, it doesn't. I saw graphics and I was like, oh, it actually has my settings or something. What? Oh, okay. I was looking things up and I forgot what I had open in my browser. Star Citizen QR code command. Display session info. Oh my god. Okay. I thought it was that. There you go. Oh, did they change the look of it? Oh, I feel like they changed the look of it. Oh. Doy. Again. Like, because this is pissing me off, because this did not happen before, and now it's happening. Vulcan has given me worse performance. I, like, the thought... the thought of literally being priced out of the game because they just haven't optimized things. I mean, like, they have things to do before they optimize. There's things, whether we like it or not, it is still a game in development. But, like, man, I mean, if I literally can't play Star Citizen because, like, my hardware's been aged out, I'm gonna be fucking furious. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I am so fucking done with high fidelity. I fucking hate high fidelity. I gotta be completely honest. Man, it's not even been 20 minutes and I feel like I've gotten... this is better than therapy. No, but seriously though, yeah, yeah, I don't think I give a shit about the Alliance Aid stuff. I didn't do Fight for Pyro because I was like, oh, I will never go to Pyro, unless there's like actually something interesting, and I mean, I'm here now. And I mean, they have collection missions, which maybe will be interesting. But, like, yeah. And hey, oh, they mentioned about pirates. Maybe you can be a pirate. As far as I know, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it. But I think also it went to all waves either yesterday or today. So I don't know. But, as far as I know, you can only be the good guys. And, like, I don't know. How pessimistic do you want me to be? Does it seem like CIG is just incapable or does not want to explicitly make these sorts of PvP things. Like, actually bake the PvP in. I don't know. It seems like there's... Because, again, I don't know enough about it to actually know, but I don't know, I don't care. There's a lot to it. To say. So, like, yeah, I don't know. Whatever the rewards are, which, as far as I know, actually, it might only be, like, ship paints. Which, yeah, dude, I don't give a shit. I think there's, like, a Perseus paint, if that interests you, which, I mean, man, I mean, okay, like, what if I have a ship that size, but it happens to just not be the Perseus, you know? What if I love the Hammerhead way more than the Perseus, you know? That kind of a thing? I don't know. They gotta fix their fucking paints. They gotta make them universal. What the hell is this? Okay, light was hitting it in a... Well, light was hitting it, as opposed to not. Oh, maybe I should try reloading this thing before we get into combat. What was I gonna say? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. So, it's a PvE event that's like, oh, there are pirates attacking people, and they don't give you the opportunity to be pirates. I think, honestly, I think the mission team would be better spent, like, their time would be better spent making more missions, especially now that engineering is actually a thing. Even if it's just, hey, here's a bunker mission, but there's also the added little stress that, hey, you cannot hit, like, these pipes. If you hit these pipes, the facility is going to shut down. Stuff like that. And, I mean, even, you know, like, oh, there's a ship that's broken, fix it up and bring it to this location. And it's literally all you have to do is just fix it up, bring it to this location, get paid. Oh, what the hell? Okay, game lagged out pretty fucking hard there. Okay, I only tapped the mouse there. I did not hold it down at all, so it should never have done a burst more than 2 shots. But it did. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know why the game is struggling sometimes. A lot of the time I don't know why it's struggling. I really don't. Yeah. So, I guess, in general, I really don't give a shit about the Alliance Aid stuff. I probably just... If the rewards are only paints, I'm not doing it. I don't know why I would care. I'm also not a... I don't know what to think. Also, there we go, we got something. Don't know what to think about... Oh my god, I'm sorry, I totally derped out. I have no idea what the fuck I was gonna say. Well, I don't know about the monthly bundles. The monthly bundles... I don't know, people are saying... I've heard the assumption that... Oh hey, we're gonna get... fewer... it means we're gonna get fewer updates. They want to have a monthly sale of something. But we're gonna get fewer updates that are more fleshed out and more built up and less buggy, hopefully. You know, honestly, I don't know. Okay, yeah, the servers are just dead. Holy shit. Oh my god. The input lag is palpable. Also, I fucking hate these boxes. Dude, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I feel like I should not see these boxes empty. At least not with the frequency that I do, which is, like, every fucking time. I've never once run one of these missions and had every single orange box have something in it. I guess, unless you're counting ammo. But even then...
Yeah, you owe me though. I'll keep them occupied. Oh. I'll cover you. I'll keep them occupied. Lost one. Here we go.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? It is cool. It is good that the charge thing works for things that aren't vault. It is nice. Okay, so sorry. The thing I'm actually, like, a little bit excited for is crafting, but I'm also a bit scared, because, again, if they... Hold on, let me adjust my seat here. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I had... adjusting my seat, I found a screw head that had been sheared off. I gotta... Wow. Okay. Well... I thought those were good screws. I was wrong. Yeah, wow, okay, well... alright, so crafting is... I want crafting to be my pride and joy. I want crafting to be good. It's something that I love in games, and I want to love in Star Citizen. I did not move forward! Are they that busted? I think there's a problem with my keyboard, where, like, there's sometimes where I'll basically, like, auto-run. I think that is something on my keyboard. I don't think it's Star Citizen, but it feels like it only happens with Star Citizen, but I don't know. Anyway, so with crafting, you know, coming soon TM. I'm hopeful that things won't be terrible, but who knows. So, as far as I know, what are we going to get with crafting? Going to be able to make FPS items, weapons. I don't think I've ever seen anybody mention armor, but I would assume armor. And ship components. I think ship components. You know, not like maybe size 2, but probably size 1.
I'll keep 'em occupied. I'll cover you.
Eh. Um, and, yeah, gee. Box I can't loot? Yep, sometimes I can? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Oh, God.
Go ahead.
As far as I know, it does seem like... I think the expectation is that you'll be able to, that we'll be using... that commodities will have quality. I thought that they said that wouldn't happen in the first release, but, I don't know, it seems like I was just wrong. Oh my god. Wait, does this QR code fucking block? Oh my god. Whatever dumbass decided to put UI elements, crucial UI elements, behind the QR code thing. Do you want me to fucking test your game or not? Shit, what was I saying? So yeah, quality. I don't know completely what to think of that. They were definitely not getting the new refinery experience. That's not happening with crafting. I'm very sure. That will come later. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to take a weapon off of, you know, Ninetales, these guys, whoever, you know, just take a piece of equipment and then deconstruct it. That is the plan, but not... I haven't heard anybody confirm or deny that that's going to be in, like, this build, so we'll have to wait and see. I think... Well, I don't know. I don't know what my biggest concern is. With crafting. It's, I mean, okay, so, you know, I don't want to be using, I don't want to be using 1 ton, 1 SCU of steel, which actually might be more than 1 ton, I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to be crafting an 8-pound gun with 2,000 pounds of steel. I hate the idea of that. That's garbage. We're just gonna have to leave a P8 behind. Unless we find a new attachment and I can't stuff it in here because of this freaking legs, but... Honestly, I think the tweaker's kind of fucking garbage. but that's neither here nor there, I guess. I am finding a lot of these, a lot of the vault things. I need to just say that, like, sure, right now that is what's happening. There are more attachments, and like, as far as I know, this is like the only place you can go that will actually have anything. I haven't been to distribution centers. Maybe they would be okay. I don't know. But I've had bad FPS on Planet side, and like, I'm not playing the game if it's under 20 frames, if it's under 20 FPS. Like, that's dog shit, and like, fucking do better. Like, I know, I mean, I'm on like mid-end, on a mid-end system, I guess, sure, whatever, but like, man, if the difference in FPS I get from going to medium settings to low settings is fucking 2, you know, that's not gonna help me. That's not gonna fucking help me at all. So, I don't know what to say. But yeah, sorry. So, okay, there's like significant, like extreme input delay here. On some things, but not everything. Also, yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen me do these, for some reason, the ship despawns when you're going to, like, Rat's Nest or wherever. I don't know what the intention is. I don't think a ship should ever just despawn out from under you. Maybe it should become inoperable. Just, you know, that and it's dead. Maybe? But it shouldn't, like, despawn the ship and the cargo and everything. That's ridiculous. I also have dinner here, so, like, apologize. But yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm just stuttering a lot. And I apologize. Yeah, so I don't want to... Like, I don't mind... Obviously, there's going to be, you know, like, tier 1, 2, and 3 for, like, weapons and armor and stuff. And, like, yeah, if I'm spending 1 SCU on a tier 3 armor, okay. It's still a bit ridiculous. But at the same time, you know, whatever, it's a video game. Fuck it. But... if I'm genuinely spending 1 SCU of steel, making a random, you know, potentially decent, potentially amazing, potentially piece of shit E4, that's gonna suck. That's gonna be stupid. Like, I don't know what... And yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, it goes back into things, but the thing that I, like, really am scared and terrified that they're going to do with crafting is making crafting blueprints completely unobtainable. In the same way that the weapon attachments are completely unobtainable. Where, like... I don't know. I'm... Again... This run, I did get actually a good amount of, you know, Vault brand optics, and, you know, that does happen. But I had one time where I was doing several runs and I didn't get anything. doing the same thing here. So, I like, and what this translates to in my mind is, yeah, maybe I'm gonna get a million crafting blueprints of an arc light, but I'm not gonna find any P4, I'm not gonna find any armor, it's just gonna be one stupid pistol that I don't care about. And like there's gotta be better ways, and just better ways to do things that actually respect your time and are actually feel achievable and don't make me want to turn the game off. um and sure, some of those things just aren't in right now, like guilds and factions and or whatever, but I mean, I could imagine Wicklow being a thing, but Wicklow is still an utter fucking garbage. Like, I don't know. I want to be very impolite when thinking about Wicklow. Let's just say that. So yeah. I really hope that crafting, you can disassemble weapons and armor, because that is the gameplay loop I foresee myself doing the most, and it's a thing I'm excited for, even if, I don't know. I think it is definitely worth mentioning that, like, I want to have fun when I play a video game. And, sometimes that takes a few different forms. And it's kind of the great thing about sandbox games. Ideally, is that, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do, and there's some random fun you can have. But yeah, like, I'm never doing Stormbreaker. I don't want to go on this, I don't want to do a raid. Like, I don't have the people to do it, and even if there were social tools, I think I would only want to do a raid with, like, a group of friends. And, I mean, a lot of things at that point. Am I ever going to get friends to play this game? Or a good amount of friends to play this game? No. So, like, bunkers are important to me because it's something that I actually can enjoy and have fun with. And, like, the 890 missions, when the AI works, it can be really challenging. And I love it. And it was amazing, and they took it out and have not explained why, and I'd genuinely fuck them for that. Like, they took my favorite mission out, and I don't know why, with absolutely zero explanation, and, like, I don't know. The last time we saw Jared, somebody was like, "Oh, open communication is dead," and he was, like, defending it. And I'm like, holy fuck, my guy. Like, I don't know, and I don't care what you think open development is at this point. Like, there are, whatever we had before is dead, and that much is true. And, like, it sucks. And, it sucks, and, the direction that the game is taking in a few ways feels bad, and, like, I shouldn't be playing this game anymore. well, I don't know. I really also want to say that, like, them not respecting your time is something that I probably would have said, would have repeated ad nauseum before, but, like, it really hits home now. I don't know. I'm just not to dwell on it too much, but with the state of the world, I really don't want to, like, for me, it has been 6 years now. It's been 6 fucking years of following development. For some people, what, it's been 14 now? I don't want to play a game. I don't want to, like, lie to myself that I'm enjoying this piece of shit. I don't want to, like, I don't want to feel like it's a waste of my, I don't want to feel like my hundreds of dollars of investment in this stupid thing is an absolute scam and waste of my time, and time, precious time that I didn't know was as precious, that I'll never get back, you know, wasted trying to load a bunch of cargo into a freight elevator that wouldn't work. You know, trying to run this mission, you know, at 10 FPS, you know, because, whatever, I guess I'll do it. And then trying to get back to the same place I was at, and 30 minutes later I die again. You know, like, I mean, there's an element of, oh yeah, this is kind of what you signed up for, dude. You know, gotta grin and bear it. But, like, there's some things they can do to make it better. And, making looting not bullshit is definitely one of them. And hopefully making crafting not bullshit is also one of them. And, like, payouts and things. Like, dude, oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. Like, for that same reason, I mean, it's not even a matter of, oh, this is alpha, everything's going to get wiped, why would I invest the time into it? It's not even that. It's that, like, man, I spent the entirety of 2025 with the sole goal of getting an 890 jump, and I only ever made it halfway. Like, you know, and I mean, you know, depending on what the goal is, maybe that's reasonable, right? You know, I don't think it is. And I, if I had done things better, smarter, I guess, I could have gotten an 890 jump. I could also apparently just fucking beg in chat, which, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. I don't know, dude. Just in a state of, I really want to enjoy Star Citizen, but Star Citizen does not feel the same way. I mean, I think, I don't know, and sometimes it does feel like CIG feels the same way as well. There are some things that, like, I mean, even just, I don't know. We've heard about, like, a new flight model for fucking ever, and I'm like, there's some things that I don't understand, and I'm never going to understand, not because I'm not a game developer, but because they just are never going to explain it. You know? Like, the conical accelerations, the egg-shaped accelerations. You accelerate, you know, you accelerate twice as fast going forward as you do side to side, and you accelerate half as fast backwards than side to side. You know, like that thing. I thought they put that in because that doesn't seem like a extremely difficult thing to do. It seems like it's just play around with some numbers, and, like, at the very least, even if it's not the full experience, you can still see where it goes, and, like, at worst, you can take it out. But, like, no, apparently that hasn't changed at all. And it's been, like, years. It's been, like, 2-3 years since they talked about that. And, like, you know, there's bullshit like the fucking paint system, the hex codes. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's still the same plan, but they haven't talked about it, and they haven't shown any signs of changing stuff. And it seems like they can make money with the system they have now, but it's more cumbersome. And, like, am I wrong? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they've wanted to change this, but, like, you know, people have asked. I haven't asked, in all fairness. But people have asked and not gotten a response, and sometimes you get a response, like, you know, months later. And it's like... And fucking, like, I don't even know. And it's a personal issue, but, like, with, like, monthly reports, I never fucking remembered monthly reports. Like, I read them, I read them, I see that, hey, there's cool stuff happening, and then I completely forget, unless it's, like, something extremely important to me. Because, like, you know, you get stuff where, like, they were talking, like, month to month about the Polaris, and then 2 months before the Polaris released, they didn't say anything about the Polaris. Had no mentions of it, if I remember correctly. It's like, you know, there's stuff like that, where it's like, there's obviously things happening right now, or there's obviously things happening, they don't mention them in, you know, monthly reports, they don't mention them here or there, and sometimes, you know, surprises are fine, like the VR thing, that, you know, definitely a good surprise. Stuff that would, like, really help the game, that's like... Oh, and lamp. Oh my god. Yeah. The lamp thing is cool. I mean, I'm terrified that it's gonna just tank my FPS. But... I don't know, dude. I am thinking that... perhaps... the best thing to do for me would be just to get a better graphics card. Got 32 gigabytes of RAM. If that's not enough, then Star Citizen isn't worth playing. If you need more than 32 gigabytes for Star Citizen, then fuck them. They don't deserve your money. I should have claimed this.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Like, if they're that unwilling to optimize to give you a playable experience, but not optimize it to that extent, like, that's, yeah. I'm not a game developer or assessor, but I'm, yeah. That's insane, and it's bullshit. Okay, so... we got 4 minutes to wait. We got 4 minutes to burn for the Avenger. Unfortunately, I'm obligated to go for another 6 minutes. There's not enough time to fully do... we can do another asteroid base, why not? I'm sorry, I guess... I feel negative. Overall negative about Star Citizen. I do feel genuinely like I just don't know what's happening anymore. I'm like... I don't know. I don't know how you want to describe open development, but I feel like when you're just like, there's no point in following along with development, it's better just to wait for releases. When you reach that point, then something's wrong. yeah, I think, like, I do think that 2025, I don't know, it was a great fiscal year for them. A great funding year for them, but, like, kind of just felt like pushing out a bunch of random crap. And some of it was good, some of it was not so good, some of it was them lying. So, yeah, I don't know. I do think that, and I don't know, I'm just one bun on the internet, but it would make me very happy if, like, we got almost every week a Star Citizen Live. I don't need to have somebody, you know, I don't need the same person to show up 5 times. I don't want them to take, you know, an hour out of their week. I want them to take an hour out of their year for Star Citizen Live. Not everybody, obviously, and, you know, it doesn't need to be that. But I do think that, you know, like, having, you know, a candid conversation with the devs, you know, getting updates on things, showing some progress, just to be fucking honest and being like, hey, look, we're gonna show this to you, but this doesn't mean it's happening for another 2 years. I know I'm gonna complain about, like, oh, they showed this and it's been 2 years. But, like, you know, it's nice to see something.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
So yeah, I don't know, dude. It's a mixed bag. And, like, the hope of optimizations, part of the thing is that a lot of the things that happened in 4.5 were, like, engine related. So to some degree, some of that stuff was you know, introducing that into the live branch. Some things are gonna break. Some things are gonna break. And, you know, that's to be expected. And, you know, things aren't going to get unilaterally better. Things are going to go up and down in terms of, you know, as far as that goes. So, but, like, yeah. I want to be able to go onto a planet without having less than 20 FPS. I don't think that's too much to ask, but that's not what's happening in my game now, so... I don't know, dude. I really hate the fact that the 890 mission just left with no... Like, I don't know. You hear people complain about, oh, this mission's broken, or, oh, mission is perfect, and then your experience is completely different. And, like, sometimes it's the exact same, and sometimes it's a mixed bag. But the 890 missions in 4.4 were fucking perfect. Like, the AI was, like, the AI sometimes was good, sometimes was bad. I think there was one patch where they were, like, super turned on, and then it got worse. But, yeah. They worked. They actually worked. They were good. I enjoyed them. They took him out. No explanation as to why. They just took him out. Oh, I guess also with the Alliance Aid thing, I don't know if they did anything different, because there was Supplier Die, there's Resource Drive, and now there's Alliance Aid. And they're, at the core of it, the same sort of thing. It has a bunch of missions, there's a progress bar, and you work towards that, and you get rewards at certain tiers. For Alliance Aid, they're doing the missions where... Sorry. For Alliance Aid, they're doing missions where you have to do 20 hauling missions and then you unlock a special hauling mission. Although I think it might not even be that. It might be, 20 hauling missions and then you unlock a combat mission for some reason. I could be wrong, but, it's... I mean, that's new. Sure. And I guess I don't hate the idea of that, but it also depends, like... As a way, maybe, to reward some people who are grinding out, like, oh, if I do 20 of these missions in a row, or if I do 10 of these missions in a row, let's be fucking reasonable, if I do 10 of them in one session, it unlocks the special mission that has, 2 times the reward, or, it was a, more cost-effective, there's more cost-efficient, time-efficient mission, I guess. Or something that pays more, or whatever. And then the goal is, oh, well, okay, I'm gonna do my 10 bounties so I can get the super bounty. I mean, I guess that works, but, yeah. I don't know. Well, we are at an hour. I said we were going to do an asteroid base, but, CIG lied about the freight elevators. I'm not going to forgive him for that. So, or lied about not knowing that the freight elevators were broken, so, life sucks sometimes, kid. Suck it up. I stream on Twitch I stream Star Citizen on Twitch on Sundays and most times Wednesdays, at twitch.tv/Railu, that's RAILU, with an underscore at the end. Yeah. Until then, have a good day, great day even. Chaskies.